Welcome back to Horoscope TV.
Hey, everyone.
So I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine driving this really fast, just beautiful sports car on a perfect, sunny summer day.
Oh, that sounds amazing right now.
Right. You feel totally unstoppable, like the music is loud, the windows are rolled down, and you are just completely in control of everything.
Classic Leo energy right there.
Exactly. But then, without any warning at all, you drive straight into a massive wall of thick, heavy fog.
Yeah, the worst.
You literally cannot see the road. You can't see the cars next to you. You just don't know what is ahead of you.
It completely kills the vibe.
It really does. And well, welcome to your week, Leo. If you have the Leo zodiac sign, you absolutely need to tune in to this podcast episode right now.
You really do, because it is a wild ride.
Totally. We are looking at the exact forecast for the week of June 22 to June 28, 2026. And I mean, this is a week of just massive contrasts for you.
Huge contrast, like whiplash levels.
Yeah. We are going to see incredible career growth and these huge romantic highs that will make you feel amazing.
The really good stuff.
But we also have to deal with a few very tricky days. Days where this cloudy, heavy energy could basically cost you a lot of money or just completely drain your physical energy if you are not very careful.
Yeah, and we have a lot of ground to cover today to help you avoid that.
We really do.
My role here is to analyze the astro data for this week and just, find the hidden patterns in the stars. We are going to look closely at the astrological charts to understand the actual mechanics of what is happening.
Because we don't just want to give a list of events, right?
Right, exactly.
Right.
We want to look at exactly how these planets interact with each other and, well, with your specific Leo energy.
Which is so important.
It is, because when you understand the actual reasons behind these shifts, you stop reacting out of fear. You start moving with purpose instead.
I love that. And honestly, this week is really a massive test of the Leo ego. I mean, your sign is ruled by the sun.
The center of the solar system.
Right. So you are used to being in the light. You want things to be clear and bright and just out in the open.
Naturally.
But the charts show that this week, the universe is going to stress test that brightness. It's going to force you to figure out what is actually solid in your life and what is just, a performance.
Yeah, peeling back the layers.
So let's start by looking at the overall mood of the week, which is heavily shaped by the planet Venus.
Venus is so key right now.
Because Venus is moving through your own sign, Leo, for this entire week, from June 22 to June 28. Now, I know that when Venus moves into a fire sign like Leo, it really changes the way a person shows up in the world.
Oh, absolutely. It shifts everything.
Because Venus is the planet of love and beauty and attraction, and Leo is, well, the sign of the stage, the center of attention.
Exactly.
So putting Venus in Leo is like turning on a giant warm spotlight right on you.
That is exactly how it works. On the astrological charts, Venus shows us how we draw things toward us. It is not an active chasing energy like Mars is.
Right. Mars is the fighter.
Yeah, Mars hunts. But Venus is magnetic. When it sits in Leo, it means your natural warmth as a Leo is turned up to the absolute highest level.
That sounds incredible.
It really is. You don't have to try hard to get people to notice you. You just walk into a room and people feel drawn to your energy. You have this beautiful, just magnetic glow about you.
Like people just naturally gravitate to you at a party.
Yes. People want to hear your stories. They want to be around your laughter.
Honestly, it sounds like a perfect week. But then we look at Thursday, June 25, and the astro charts show two massive events happening on the exact same day.
Thursday is a very busy day in the sky.
Very busy. First, Venus forms a trine with Saturn. Now, a trine is a 120-degree angle between two planets.
Which is a very harmonious angle.
Right, because the planets are in elements that work perfectly together. The energy just flows without any blocks. But Saturn is a very heavy planet.
Very heavy. Serious business.
It is the planet of time and rules and limits and structure. So how does the fun, magnetic energy of Venus in Leo flow so easily with a super strict planet like Saturn?
It is a great question because they seem like total opposites on paper. I mean, Venus wants pleasure and Saturn wants discipline.
Exactly. They sound like they would hate each other.
Right. But when they form a trine, they actually share their best qualities. Saturn is not just a strict rule maker. Think of Saturn as the builder of foundations.
Okay, a builder.
Yeah, it forces you to look at your life and ask, is this structurally sound? will this last a long time.
Oh, I see.
So when Venus and Saturn connect smoothly like this, your charm and your love become grounded. You do not just want attention anymore. You want respect.
You want something real.
Exactly. You have this incredible, graceful strength on Thursday. If a difficult situation comes up at work or at home, you do not panic or throw a fit. You handle it with absolute ease and maturity.
Okay, so it turns that flashy Leo energy into a mature leading energy. You look like someone who can handle real responsibility.
Exactly. You become the boss.
But here's the catch. Later on that exact same day, Thursday, June 25, the sun squares Neptune.
Yeah, and here comes the fog.
Yeah. Now, a square is a 90-degree angle. It is an angle of pure tension and conflict. It basically means two planets are standing on a corner, bumping into each other, fighting for control.
It's a clash.
A big clash. The sun is your ruling planet, representing your core life force and your ego. And Neptune is the planet of the ocean, of illusions and dreams and fog.
Yes, and that is exactly where your sports car hits the wall of fog. Neptune rules everything that is unclear or hidden or confusing.
It makes things messy.
Very messy. When it forms a square with the sun, your clear, bright Leo identity is suddenly wrapped in a thick mist. You might question yourself.
Like second-guessing your own choices.
Yeah, you might feel like you do not know the right answer or like people are hiding things from you.
So it is not just a bad mood. It is almost like an evolutionary defense mechanism. Like the confusion or the tiredness you feel is actually your body and mind hitting the brakes because the path ahead is too compromised by Neptune's fog to steer safely.
I think that is the perfect way to understand it. I mean, when you are driving and you hit thick fog, the absolute worst thing you can do is press the gas pedal or jerk the steering wheel.
Right. You will just crash.
You will definitely crash. The safest thing to do is slow down,
Yeah.
turn on your fog lights,
Oh.
you wait. And this is exactly why that Saturn energy from earlier in the day is so important.
Right, because Saturn gives you the patience to sit still. You use that Saturn maturity to say, I'm confused right now. I do not have all the answers, and that is completely fine.
Exactly.
I will not make a rash decision. You do not let the fogginess make you feel insecure because your foundation is solid.
Exactly. You just ride it out. You let the fog be the fog without trying to fight it. And the reason you can afford to wait is because the astrological charts show a massive shift the very next day.
Friday brings the relief.
It does. On Friday, June 26, the moon enters Sagittarius.
I want to talk about the moon for a minute because it is the fastest moving body we look at in these charts. I mean, it changes signs every 2.5 days.
It moves very quickly.
So the emotional background of the week is constantly shifting. When we start the week, the moon is moving through different signs, but by Friday, it enters Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign, just like Leo.
Fellow fire signs.
Right, so we have this shift from the heavy, foggy, grounded energy of Thursday straight into a matching fire energy on Friday.
And you feel that shift immediately. The moon represents our feelings, our moods, and the things we need to actually feel safe.
Our emotional core.
Exactly. So when the moon moves into a fire sign like Sagittarius, it acts like a giant gust of wind blowing on a campfire. It clears the air completely. It just burns the fog away.
Oh, that sounds like such a relief after Thursday.
It really is.
Yeah.
Sagittarius rules optimism, big adventures, and truth. Any doubts or confusion you had on Thursday will completely vanish by Friday. You get your natural Leo fire back, but it is even brighter because you rested on Thursday.
That makes perfect sense. You do the quiet waiting, and then you get the massive payoff. You finish the week feeling completely refreshed, confident, and ready to take on new challenges.
Ready for anything.
And this mix of serious maturity and sudden fun does not just happen in an empty room, It is going to have a massive impact on your love life this week. We have to look at what this means for building castles and celebrating love.
Love's a huge theme for this week, largely because, like we said, Venus is in your sign. Your romantic energy is running very high right now.
The astro charts show that love matters are highly favored. On Thursday, June 25, that Venus trines Saturn event we just broke down brings a very serious, supportive energy to your personal relationship.
Real foundation building.
Yeah, if you are single, there is a very good chance you could meet someone mature who values honesty and commitment above playing games.
No more games.
Exactly. And if you are coupled, you have a chance to build a secure foundation for long-term happiness. Then, on Friday, June 26, when the moon enters Sagittarius, it triggers your specific zone of romance and fun.
The fun zone.
You suddenly have a strong desire to celebrate love with an exciting night out, leading to a very passionate time.
Let's look closely at how that Thursday energy changes the typical Leo approach to romance. Usually, A Leo loves the big, dramatic movie
Oh,
moments.
totally, the spotlight moments.
Yeah, they love grand gestures, expensive gifts, and lots of loud praise.
Hmm.
But Saturn forces the Leo to slow down and get real.
Saturn grounds them.
Right. Saturn does not care about flashy romance. It cares about foundations.
Right.
So on Thursday, the energy is asking you to look at the nuts and bolts of your relationship.
So, if you are coupled, that means having a conversation that might sound boring on the surface, but is actually deeply loving.
The everyday kind of love.
Yeah, it is the day to sit at the kitchen table and say, let's look at the budget together, or let's talk about our real 5-year plan.
Yes, because doing that creates a deep sense of safety. You are showing your partner that you are in this for the long haul. You are building a castle brick by brick.
And what if you're single?
If you are single, Thursday is not the day for a loud, wild party where you meet 10 different people. It is a day where you might meet just one person, maybe at a quiet coffee shop or a bookstore.
Something low key.
Very low-key. You end up having a very real, honest conversation about your values and what you both want out of life.
Okay, I can see how that works for couples. But let me challenge that single person scenario for a second.
Sure, go ahead.
Because if I am single and I am just meeting someone for the very first time on Thursday, bringing up a 5-year plan or deep values seems like a terrible idea.
It sounds a bit intense.
Right. It might completely scare them off. Nobody wants to feel like they're at a job interview on a first date.
That is a very fair point. You definitely do not want to bring a wedding ring to a first date.
No, please don't do that.
And you do not want to cross normal boundaries.
Hmm.
When we say Saturn brings serious energy to a new meeting, it does not mean you have to be heavy or intense. It means you are present.
Ah, present. Okay.
Yeah. You show up on time, you look them in the eye, you do not check your phone every 5 minutes.
Just basic respect.
Exactly. You talk about real interests instead of just making small talk about the weather. It is about showing that you are a mature person who respects their time and your own time.
Okay, that makes the picture much clearer. So a Thursday date is quiet, maybe sitting in a booth at a nice restaurant, having a genuine conversation where you actually listen to each other. No playing games, just honesty.
Exactly. And the reason this is so important is because of what happens the very next day. Friday hits, the moon moves into Sagittarius, and the mood shifts entirely.
A Friday is party time.
Friday is loud. It's exciting. You want to go to a noisy street festival or a concert or go dancing. You want to celebrate and laugh loud.
And the reason Thursday leads into Friday so perfectly is all about trust. Think about it.
Mhm.
You can only truly let loose, be vulnerable, and have wild, loud fun with someone when you actually feel safe with them.
That is so true.
Because Sagittarius is another fire sign, it matches your Leo fire. But fire needs a safe fireplace to burn in, or else it just burns the house down.
That is a brilliant way to put it. The Sagittarius moon allows you, as a Leo, to let loose specifically because you establish trust and a secure foundation the day before with Saturn.
You set the boundaries first.
Right. If you tried to have that wild Friday night without the Thursday trust, it would just feel empty or chaotic. But because you did the work, the fun feels earned. It feels passionate and joyful.
It is exactly like eating a really healthy dinner before having a giant piece of cake for dessert.
The perfect analogy.
You do the hard work of building trust on Thursday, so you have total permission to go completely wild on Friday. And what is really interesting here is that this pattern, doing the serious, grounded work first to earn the big reward later, is mirroring the exact same energy happening at your workplace.
The themes definitely overlap this week.
Let's look at destiny and the ladder of success for your career this week.
The professional realm is looking extremely bright for the determined Leo, but it requires you to understand the timeline of the astro charts.
The charts show major growth and helpful connections. It all starts on Wednesday, June 24. The sun forms a positive trine with the North Node, which opens clear paths for your professional destiny.
A very lucky placement.
Yeah, management and leaders are suddenly eager to support your career growth. Then, on Thursday, June 25, that same Venus trine Saturn energy we talked about helps you complete complex duties with deep focus and discipline.
Again, doing the hard work.
Finally, on Sunday, June 28, Mars forms a lucky sextile with Jupiter, expanding your workplace influence and bringing immense success. The charts say this is the perfect day to pitch innovative ideas or apply for a higher role.
Sunday's the peak for that.
Let's start with Wednesday, June 24. I am looking at the sun trining the North Node. Usually the node acts as a compass pointing toward a person's ultimate path or destiny. So a trine here implies an effortless alignment. How does that actually play out in a normal office setting?
Well, in astrology, the North Node represents the direction your soul is meant to grow into during this
Right.
lifetime. It is the future. It is where you are going.
The ultimate goal.
Right. The sun is your core identity. When the two form a trine, that 120-degree angle of easy flow, it means who you are right now perfectly matches where you are meant to be.
You just click into place.
Exactly. In an office setting, this is not something you have to force. The people in charge, the leaders and managers, they have a natural sense for this kind of energy.
They can just spot it.
They look at you, and they do not just see someone doing a good job. They see someone who belongs in a higher role.
They pick up on that alignment. You look like a natural fit for the next level. So the door of opportunity swings wide open on Wednesday. But just having an open door is never enough. You have to actually walk through it, and you have to prove you belong in that room.
You have to earn it.
And I am guessing that is exactly where Thursday comes in.
You guessed it. Wednesday, the leaders notice you. But Thursday, you have to prove them right. This is where Saturn comes back into the picture. Saturn gives you the deep focus and discipline to tackle a complex duty.
So no big flashy presentations on Thursday.
No, this is not the day for big speeches or pitching ideas. This is the day for putting your head down. Maybe it is a massive spreadsheet you have been avoiding, or a difficult client who needs a lot of patience, or a big presentation that needs careful editing.
The tedious stuff.
The tedious stuff. You do the hard, focused work without complaining. You show management your maturity.
You back up the destiny with hard work. And then we get to the weekend, Sunday, June 28th. The astro charts show Mars forming a lucky sextile with Jupiter.
A great combination.
Now, a sextile is a 60-degree angle. It is an angle that brings a very clear opportunity, but it requires you to actually reach out and take action to get it. It will not just fall into your lap.
You have to move.
Mars is the planet of pure action, drive, and pushing forward. Jupiter is the planet of luck, big rewards, and expansion.
Exactly. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. It wants to make things bigger and better. Mars is the engine that drives you forward.
So together they are a powerhouse.
Unstoppable. When they connect in a sextile, Mars gives you the courage to take a bold action, and Jupiter promises that your action will bring immense success and expand your influence. It is the lucky push you need to ask for a promotion or pitch a big idea.
But here is where we have to look at the reality of the calendar. We are talking about Sunday, June 28th. For the vast majority of people, Sunday is a day off.
Right, the weekend.
The office is closed, the boss is at home. If Mars and Jupiter are bringing all this luck for career growth on a Sunday, how does someone actually pitch an idea or apply for a job when everyone is away from their desks?
It is a practical problem, but it is one you can easily solve when you know how the energy works. The planets do not care about a standard Monday to Friday work schedule.
They just do their own thing.
Right. They move when they move, and the energy peaks when it peaks.
Yeah.
You have to use Sunday's energy to do the action part, even if the result happens later.
So it is about setting the trap on Sunday.
Setting the trap, I love that.
Yeah, you use the quiet of the weekend to your advantage. Sunday is the day you sit down at your computer in your own quiet space and you write out that brilliant, innovative business idea. You craft the perfect email. And you hit send on Sunday afternoon, so it is the very first thing your boss sees sitting at the top of their inbox when they open their computer on Monday morning.
That is brilliant.
Or, if you're looking for a new job, Sunday is the day you hit submit on your application for that higher role.
Exactly. You are doing the prep work and taking the physical action of sending it while your confidence and your luck are at their absolute highest peak. You are stamping that Sunday luck onto your actions.
So the magic is already baked in.
Yes.
Right.
By the time Monday rolls around, the energy is already in motion.
It is a great strategy, but that Jupiter expansion in your career creates a very dangerous psychological trap.
It really does.
When we feel invincible at work and we know we are doing a great job, our ego tells us we are invincible financially as well. We feel like we deserve a reward.
Want to treat ourselves.
Exactly, and that is exactly where Neptune's fog is waiting to ambush your wallet. Let's look closely at protecting your wallet from the fog.
This is a very crucial part of the week. The charts show that your finances are secure, but only if you plan your expenses carefully and avoid falling for illusions.
We are back to Thursday, June 25 again. This day is incredibly packed with different energies. We already talked about the beautiful Venus trine Saturn aspect, which gives you excellent self-control over your wallet.
The responsible side.
The charts say it is a fantastic date to pay old debts or organize a weekly budget, but we also have the Sun squaring Neptune on that exact same day. And the charts say this causes confusing financial information or hidden fees to pop up.
This sneaky stuff.
The golden rule for this week is very clear. Do not make major online purchases until this transit passes. And then, if you can hold out, on Sunday, June 28, that Mars sextile Jupiter brings a chance to boost your bank account through a profitable task or a bonus.
It is a real tug of war in the sky, and you are going to feel it when you look at your bank account. Saturn is the responsible builder. When it touches Venus, the planet of money and value, it gives you discipline.
Like putting blinders on.
Yes. You look at your bank account, you see exactly where the money is going, and you have the power to say no to silly purchases. You can sit down, make a careful plan, and feel really good about finally paying off an old credit card bill. You are completely in control.
But then Neptune rolls in like a thick fog from the ocean. Neptune rules the intangible, the ideal, and the fantasy. When the sun squares Neptune, it creates a massive blind spot.
A huge blind spot.
And I think I know why this specifically affects online shopping.
Oh, why is that?
Well, when you shop online, you are not holding a physical object. You are looking at a glowing, idealized image on a screen. Neptune traps you in the fantasy of the purchase.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
You imagine how good it will look or how happy it will make you, which makes you completely blind to the tangible reality of the actual costs.
That is exactly the danger of Neptune. It dissolves boundaries and hides the fine print. You might miss a zero on a bill. You might misread the terms of a contract, or a website might not be fully honest with you about the total price.
Like those hidden convenience fees.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you buy something expensive online during a Neptune square, that is exactly when the hidden fees pop up. The taxes are miscalculated, the shipping is suddenly double what you thought it would be, or the item arrives and looks absolutely nothing like the picture you saw on the screen.
Yeah.
The fog obscures the true cost.
So on the exact same day, Thursday, the stars are giving you an iron grip on your money with Saturn, but also trying to trick you with hidden fees with Neptune. How do you use the good energy without falling into the trap?
You navigate it by understanding the difference between looking backward and looking forward.
Break that down for me. What does that mean?
The good energy, the Saturn energy, is fantastic for looking backward. It is for dealing with money you have already spent.
Okay, past money.
Right. Paying off an old debt is a backward-looking action. Organizing receipts you already have in your pocket is looking backward. Reviewing a budget based on your past spending is looking backward. You are dealing with known, solid, tangible facts.
Things that exist in reality.
Exactly. The bad energy, the Neptune fog, affects looking forward. It targets new things, hopes, and future promises.
So the rule is simple. Thursday is for organizing what you already have, not for buying anything new.
Keep it simple.
If you want to reward yourself for all the hard work you did at the office, just hold off. Keep your habits practical on Thursday, dodge the hidden fees, and wait for Sunday. Because Sunday brings that profitable task or bonus with Jupiter, and you want to make sure you have not wasted your money on hidden shipping fees before that extra money even arrives.
Precisely. You protect what you have so you can fully enjoy what is coming.
Now, dodging hidden fees, building deep relationship trust, and working hard at your career all week takes a massive toll on a person.
It is exhausting.
And this same foggy Thursday we keep talking about is going to target your physical body next. Let's talk about recharging your fire.
Health and wellness are deeply connected to the planetary movements. Your body reacts to the angles in the sky just as much as your mind does.
It's all connected.
For Leo this week, your physical well-being requires a very careful balance between active work and peaceful relaxation.
The astro charts show that on Thursday, June 25, that tricky square between the Sun and Neptune is going to cause a temporary but sharp drop in your energy levels.
A sudden crash.
It might make you feel unusually sleepy, heavy, or just tired. The advice here is vital. You must listen to your body and rest, rather than forcing yourself to work through the exhaustion.
Do not force it.
Also, because it is a warm summer week, the charts specifically say you need to drink lots of clean water to stay hydrated. Then, on Friday, June 26th, the moon enters Sagittarius, which restores your physical vitality and strength. For the weekend, the charts suggest light exercise or a fun outdoor hobby to keep your heart happy and healthy. Let's dig into why Neptune drains physical energy so aggressively.
The sun represents your core vitality, your life force, and your physical stamina. For a Leo, because the sun is your ruling planet, your internal engine is usually blazing bright.
You guys run hot.
You naturally have more fire and energy than most people, but
Yeah.
Neptune is a water planet. It rules the vast, deep, heavy ocean.
So when the sun squares Neptune, it is not just that your battery is running low. It is like trying to keep a campfire burning in a damp, misty cave. The heavy, wet air itself is stealing your heat.
That is a great image.
It is a thick, sleepy, lethargic feeling. Your actual limbs might feel heavy.
Yes. And because Leo is so used to having high energy, their first instinct is to fight it. They think, I have all these big career goals this week and my love life is taking off. I cannot just stop and rest right now.
There's too much to do.
So they try to push through it. They drink 3 extra cups of coffee and try to force their body to keep moving.
But caffeine in the middle of a Neptune fog just makes you a fast, confused person making mistakes.
An anxious mess, really.
If you push through it, the confusion gets 10 times worse. That is exactly when you snap at your partner and ruin the trust you built, or you send an email to your boss with a massive typo, or you click buy on that online purchase and accept all the hidden fees without reading them. The physical tiredness is the universe telling you to stop.
That is why resting is not a sign of weakness this week. It is a required strategy. And notice the very specific astrological remedy the charts provide for this: drinking lots of clean water.
Why water specifically?
Well, Neptune rules water and all liquids in the body. By drinking clean, pure water during this warm summer week, you are literally flushing out the heavy energy. You are honoring the watery nature of Neptune in a healthy, active way, rather than letting it just sit there and drown your fire.
That makes perfect sense. Hydrate and rest. Give the water somewhere to go, because if you do, the weekend rebound is going to feel absolutely amazing.
It really will. When the moon shifts into Sagittarius on Friday, it brings the fresh oxygen back to the fire. Your vitality and strength return fully. The heavy feeling lifts completely.
And that perfectly matches the advice for the weekend. The charts say to engage in light exercise or a fun outdoor hobby. You are not meant to sit inside on the weekend.
Get outside.
You rested when the stars told you to rest on Thursday, so now you have the fuel to burn bright on Saturday and Sunday. Your heart will feel happy and healthy when you are moving again in the fresh air.
You find the balance. Rest when the fog is thick, and run when the sky is clear.
Now, knowing your own energy is only half the battle. To truly win the week, you need to know exactly who to hang out with and who you might want to avoid. Your energy is going to react very differently to different people right now.
Relationships are tricky this week.
Let's get into your allies, your opponents, and your magic markers for the week.
This is where we look at how your Leo energy interacts with the other signs of the zodiac during these specific planetary transits. It is all about how the energies blend or clash.
The charts are very clear. Your best match this week is Sagittarius. Your worst match is Scorpio. Your color of the week is royal gold. Your best dates are June 25 and June 26. And your lucky numbers are 1, 10, 23, 34, 47, and 58.
A lot to keep track of.
Let's start with your best match. Why is a Sagittarius the perfect ally for a Leo right now?
It all comes down to a perfect synergy of energy. Remember, Venus is shining brightly in your sign all week, making you loving, magnetic, and ready for fun.
The life of the party.
Sagittarius is another fire sign, meaning they love adventure, forward motion, and joy just as much as you do. They understand your need to be loud and happy. But the real magic happens on Friday, June 26, when the moon actually enters Sagittarius.
Right. We talked about how that clears the heavy fog and brings back your physical vitality.
Exactly. When the moon is in their sign, a Sagittarius person's natural traits are amplified. They feel completely at home, and their amplified joy perfectly harmonizes with your Venus in Leo.
So it's double the fire.
Double the joy. A Sagittarius friend or a romantic partner is going to bring a massive amount of laughter and fun into your life this weekend. They will make you feel deeply appreciated. They are the perfect person to celebrate life with. They will match your energy step for step.
I love that. Find your favorite archer and go have an adventure. But on the flip side, we have to talk about the Scorpio dynamic.
That one is much harder.
The charts say Leo might feel a lot of hidden tension when dealing with a Scorpio this week. It starts on Wednesday, June 24, when the moon enters Scorpio. This brings a heavy, intense mood that clashes badly with Leo's bright style.
Very badly.
And then on Thursday, June 25, that Sun square Neptune transit creates secrets or misunderstandings between you two. Why do Leo and Scorpio clash so badly under these specific stars?
Leo and Scorpio are fundamentally different in how they approach the world. Leo, ruled by the sun, wants to shine. You want everything out in the open.
No secrets.
Right? If there's a problem, you want to put it on the table under a bright light and look at it. Scorpio operates in the exact opposite way. They value privacy, extreme intensity, and keeping things hidden in the depths. They do not want to be in the spotlight.
So when the moon is in Scorpio on Wednesday, that heavy private mood just drags the Leo down, and keeping quiet is the hardest thing in the world for a
It
Leo.
really is.
If a Scorpio friend or partner is brooding in the corner on Wednesday, every single instinct a Leo has is to march over, turn all the lights on, and demand to know what is wrong. They want to fix it with brightness.
And Scorpio will resent that brightness. They will feel interrogated. And then Thursday makes it so much worse. Neptune brings that heavy fog we keep talking
The
about.
fog of confusion.
In a relationship, fog translates directly to misunderstandings. Because Scorpio naturally wants to hide away and you naturally want to shine, the Neptune energy twists that difference into suspicion. You might look at them and think they are keeping a dark secret from you.
Paranoia sets in.
Exactly. And they might look at you and think you are being superficial and refusing to take things seriously.
But the charts warn that this difference in energy can cause stubborn arguments where neither of you wants to give up control. So the best advice is simply to avoid intense debates with Scorpio right now.
Give them space.
Do not try to force them into the light. Just give them their space, let them be intense in the corner, and protect your own light.
Exactly. It is not the week to try and figure a Scorpio out. Just let the fog pass.
Now, looking at your magic markers, there is a massive irony here that I have to point out. The charts list June 25 as one of your best dates of the week. June 26 is the other one.
It looks weird on paper.
Friday, June 26 makes total sense. That is the day the moon brings the fire back and the fun starts. But Thursday, June 25, that is the day of the foggy Neptune energy, the sharp drop in physical energy, the trap of hidden financial fees, and potential stubborn arguments with Scorpio.
It sounds like a nightmare day.
How can a day packed with so much tricky, heavy energy also be listed as one of the best days of the week?
It is a wonderful observation.
Yeah.
And it comes down to what the word best actually means when we analyze these charts. Best does not mean easiest.
Okay, that's a big distinction.
Easy days are nice, but easy days do not often lead to real growth. You do not learn anything when everything is simple.
Okay, unpack that idea for me.
June 25 is incredibly powerful because it is a massive test of your character. Yes, there is heavy fog, and yes, your body is tired. But you also have that beautiful Venus trine Saturn aspect happening on that exact same day.
The builder energy.
That aspect gives you the deep maturity to handle the tricky energy with total grace. If you navigate June 25 successfully, if you choose to rest when you are tired instead of drinking coffee, if you sit down and build honest trust in your relationship instead of demanding a big show, if you focus on complex work duties to prove your worth, and if you completely avoid online shopping traps, you make a massive personal leap forward.
Flip in the day.
You prove your own strength. You set firm boundaries.
Wow. So it is the best day because it is the day you level up. You earn your stripes, you build the castle, and then June 26 is the reward day where you get to actually live in the castle you just built and enjoy the new level you just reached.
Precisely. It is the most productive, foundational day of the entire month if you use it right.
I love that perspective. It changes the whole feeling of the week from scary to empowering. Let's quickly hit the magic markers to look out for this week. Your color of the week is royal gold, and your lucky numbers are 1, 10, 23, 34, 47, and 58. How might a Leo notice these markers popping up in their normal daily life?
Well, royal gold is a color of confidence, warmth, and kingship. Is it the perfect color for a Leo who has Venus sitting in their sign? You might want to wear something gold, like a piece of jewelry or a shirt, to that Thursday date to help ground your energy.
Just a little pop of color.
Or wear it to the office on Wednesday when the leaders are looking for someone with destiny. It boosts your natural vibration. As for the numbers, they often show up in mundane ways. You might notice your morning coffee and pastry costs exactly $4.70.
Like the 47.
Right. Or you get that important email from your boss at exactly 10:23 in the morning. Or maybe you're put on hold while paying off a bill and the music lasts exactly 58 seconds.
They are just little winks from the universe, little signs reminding you that you are on the right path and that the stars are moving exactly as they should. Well, looking back at everything we have covered today, what an incredibly jam-packed week this is for you, Leo.
It's a huge week.
From passing heavy tests of maturity in your love life and your money, to seeing major career doors swing open for you, to finally experiencing moments of pure, fiery joy on the weekend. You have the map now, and you know exactly how to navigate the terrain.
If we look at the big picture of everything we analyzed today, it leaves us with an important final thought to consider.
What's that?
This week proves that your brightest shine does not come from being loud all the time.
Mm.
It comes from knowing exactly when to pull back, when to rest quietly in the fog, and how to build a secure foundation so your fire has a safe place to burn even brighter when the weekend finally arrives.
Beautiful.
So as you move through these next 7 days, how will you balance your private, quiet moments with your public shine?
That is a perfect deep thought to take with you into the week ahead. Thank you for listening to this episode on Horoscope TV. Be sure to subscribe so that you can get notified when the next episode is available. Have a wonderful, powerful week, Leo. We believe in you.